You're still scrolling. Scrolling helplessly inside a 30 square meter room with only 2 doors, both shut by you. You feel unmotivated, unable to move, and all you can focus on is the drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, because you can predict what's going to happen next, and somehow that makes you feel in control. If this sounds familiar, it's a sign that your nervous system is screaming, "I'm out of arousal." And when your brain says that, it's a cry for help. Well, if that's the case, you need a small boost of adrenaline. Something to reactivate your system. It won't magically restart a lifeless brain. And here are 8 ways to boost adrenaline, from easiest to hardest, all of which you can do right here in this suffocating room. Why do I want you to boost your adrenaline? Because I want your next step to be building a specific plan to get out of these dark days. If you don't escape that cycle, everything I mention here will be useless. Boosting adrenaline only helps you stand up, but walking forward is your job. First thing, the easiest method, and the one I always use when I lose motivation or momentum, is turning on music. Simple, right? But if you're listening to Luffy Girl or Study Beats, stop right now. That stuff will put you to sleep. Instead, go for music between 120 to 140 beats per minute, the kind that makes you feel fired up and ready to move. According to a study published on Science Direct, high-tempo music greater than 130 beats per minute increases brain arousal and activates your sympathetic nervous system, SNS. That means your brain wakes up and your energy levels rise. My best advice? Open YouTube and type "music no lyrics 140 beats per minute tempo." Good luck. Second thing, take a cold shower. You've probably seen influencers dumping ice water over their heads, but have you ever wondered why it has to be under 15 degrees Celsius? The answer is simple. After a 30-second cold shower, noradrenaline and dopamine levels rise by about 250%. That's the same rush you get after, well, you know. Noradrenaline, unlike adrenaline, makes you feel focused and refreshed rather than panicked. That's why this method is often recommended by scientists, not just influencers. A study tested 3 groups. One showered at 32 degrees Celsius, one at 20 degrees Celsius, and one at 14 degrees Celsius. The group at 14 degrees Celsius was 3 times more alert and made better decisions. So when's the best time to shower? Morning, but follow these steps to avoid thermal shock. Start at 20 degrees Celsius, then lower the temperature after 1 to 2 minutes. Shower for 60 to 90 seconds if you're new. Don't shower immediately after waking up. Have a coffee or stretch first. Right after your shower, do a quick HIIT session. A short HIIT workout can raise your adrenaline instantly because it elevates your heart rate, and you can do it anywhere, even in your company's restroom. When you've been still for too long, your adrenaline levels drop, and that's why you start feeling sluggish. That's also why many people run around the park before heading home to cook dinner. You don't need much. Right now, you can just stand up, set a 30 to 50 second timer, and start doing jumping jacks. Adrenaline is a hormone of action. When you stay motionless, it fades away. That's why it's so hard to get someone off the couch after they've been sitting for too long. If you're still too tired to move, here's the next method. Challenge yourself. Sounds harder than jumping jacks, right? But listen, challenges don't have to be big. You don't need to promise yourself to lose 10 pounds in a month. Start small. Say to yourself, I dare you to walk upstairs and grab that notebook. I dare you to open that website and copy 1 math formula. These tiny challenges matter more than you think. If it's easy and takes less than 10 seconds, just do it. But with every challenge, make it slightly harder each time, not too much. Because if you fail or your goal is unclear, your brain will start whispering, "You're not good enough." And unfortunately, you'll believe it. This is what's called self-limiting beliefs, when your brain builds walls around your potential. People might say it's normal, but for me, it's destructive. I've broken promises to myself so many times, and it's hard to regain that trust. So, start small. If your goal is big, enjoy the process, and don't set a harsh deadline. Speaking of deadlines, set your deadlines earlier. This method is mentioned by Leila Hormozi in her self-development philosophy, and it's genius. Here's why. Our brain follows Parkinson's law, which says that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So if your deadline is Tuesday at 3 p.m., finish it by Monday night. Layla does this to stay in control and avoid problems like being sick, losing data, or, her words, the dog eating the homework. It activates focus, gives your brain a challenge, and builds self-trust. I'm doing it right now, finishing this script 2 days before the deadline. It's one of the best mental workouts you can do. Go talk to your crush. Yes, you heard me. There are 2 adrenaline triggers hidden in that one action. First, it's what I call touching small risks. Feeling nervous around someone you like is normal, but that mild risk is exactly what spikes your adrenaline. Your brain detects a bit of threat and releases adrenaline, just enough to sharpen your senses. The second part is direct interaction. According to social activation theory, real human contact activates natural adrenaline. Eye contact, tone, reaction, all train your brain's survival and social circuits. So instead of avoiding your crush, go say hi. And remember your mantra, I just earned both a smile and a rush of adrenaline. Think about death. Sit alone for a moment and reflect on time passing. Ask yourself, what if something terrible happened tomorrow, to me or someone I love? It might sound dark, but this practice, called Memento Mori, increases awareness and makes your heart beat faster. It's a reminder of mortality that can reset your adrenaline and your mind. These are all the ways I've found to naturally raise adrenaline. Everything I've mentioned here is personal experience, not a replacement for professional help. If you're struggling with your mental health, please reach out to an expert. So, what about you? Do you know any other healthy ways to boost adrenaline that I didn't mention? Or have you seen influencers talk about methods I missed? Leave a comment below. And if you enjoyed this, hit like, not for the dopamine, but because it helps this video reach someone who needs a spark of energy today.